Hello there, people. Welcome back to the EagleBite 83 channel where the past never dies. I'm, of course, your host, EagleBite. And tonight, we might actually be looking for the end of Heavy Rain. We are going to continue the story and see where that takes us, because I think we might be nearing the end of the story. Last time we played, we had confronted Kramer about his son, and he tried to kill us, but we saved his life when he was having like a heart attack or whatever it was. So we'll see where that gets us. Now we are apparently trying to Anne Shepard. Yeah, we're gonna find John's mother, I think. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, let's see what happens. Also, I want to say I was actually planning on streaming earlier tonight, but seeing as how there's been like a massive Twitch leak online, like Twitch has apparently been hacked, I have spent a significant amount of time tonight to sort of like redo the whole security, account security, taking those kind of measures. And also, I had to jump through a lot of hoops to actually connect my PS4 with Twitch once again. So, yeah, there's that. Actually, just let me see if I'm... Okay, I can do it here. Let me see if I'm actually streaming right now to the right channel, because it would be hilarious if I'm streaming to somebody else's channel right now. Let me just check. It doesn't look like it though. Let me see. No, that's the... Hang on. Why does it say that I'm offline? I'm not... No. Take along as I rediscover. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Good. Everything is as it should be. So let's do this. Let's see what happens when we find John Shepard's mother. Boom. There we go. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Oh, right. There is no... Okay. Very well.
John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle. Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her.
Of course.
It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
See if I can talk to anybody here. Or do anything else here. Why are people waiting here? I don't know. Dining room, garden room, administration. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Thought there was like a... Yeah. Alright.
Room 19. Where is that?
Probably where it says 19. I'm just guessing, but you know. It's not that difficult. Ooh, can we take them and maybe give them to her? Or maybe not. 13, 14, 18, 17, 16. Logically, it should be down here. Oh, maybe that's her. I kind of get the vibe that that's her sitting there. That's 20, so 19 should be over. Can you just... There it is. Before we... Okay.
Hello, Mrs. Shepherd.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepherd,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
I don't know why, but I kind of get the feeling that that voice actress is much younger than the age that she's trying to, you know, sound as or portray.
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepherd. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
Mm-hmm.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepherd. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Mrs. Shepherd, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Shut up about the damn pills. Okay, maybe we should have done that first. I don't know. Origami. What are you doing? Just... There you go. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if we're supposed to fold something. Maybe we are. No, wait.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
Alright, let's see if we can find out which is her favorite one. Oh, there are a bunch of them over there. Ah.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
So maybe the other kid wasn't related to Johnny then. Eh. Could be a hummingbird, maybe. Sota Jumala, hey, how are you, man? Everything good? Nice to see you again.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
Good. Waiting for the midnight. Far Cry 6 opens at... Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, did you hear about the Twitch leak? How do I... Oh wait, what was that? No, turn around.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Maybe we should go outside and get the flowers for her. Oh, there's a bathroom there too. I should probably check that out. Read about this day. Haven't changed bathroom. I think I have the two set, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Of course, I just read up on it.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
I'm looking for her other son. He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No, there's nothing really. Nothing about her family. I guess if her son was adopted, then she's the only one who could tell you about that.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years and you're the first.
Oh,
Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm gonna get the flowers first, if I can. How have you been? I've been good. Fairly good. How about you, man? I just realized that I didn't just realize it, but I'm reminded of how different men and women walk, you know? Like when women walk, they like have their butts jut out to the side, whereas when men walk, it's very like straightforward. It's a very, very different style, you know? Tired, can't write. Been sick for a week now. Oh, basic autumn flu. Today was first day at work again. Oh, okay. How did it go? I hope it went well.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Yeah. Let me just... Yeah, I saw the prompts. Let me just go into the bathroom real quick and check this place out. Okay. Don't know if that's necessary. You don't... Why did they... Okay, never mind. Not bad. Got school day tomorrow, though. Through Teams, so can just chill at home. Friday and Saturday evening shifts, and then my 1 week vacation starts. Oh! Congratulations! You gonna do anything special during vacation? Let me see here. Let's open up the top one first. Ugh, excuse me.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
Beer and video
They're
games.
good little boys. Their father never looked after them. Always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Alright, so... What is this, by the way? Oh, I can sit here. Apparently. I didn't know you could do that. So what do you do for a living, Sotajamala? By the way, what does Sotajumala mean? I take it it's Finnish, because it sounds Finnish. Oh, there we go. That way. There we go. War god, okay. A bit melodramatic now, aren't we? Oh, that's cool, though. Okay. Let's try out the dog. I'll tell you what, it's probably going to be the last one, you know? Oh, for fuck's sake. Healthcare specialized in elderly care. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Oh, so we're actually in the perfect place in this game then, I suppose. Do you work in, like, these kinds of geriatric wards? Studying to be specialized. Ah, cool. This must remind you of work then. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake! I have to remember. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. Up. Really? Unbelievable. There we go. Okay. Oh my god, this was actually harder. So this might be... Oh, what? So this might be like the correct one. Kind of elderly home, but we have rehabilitating spots there too, so we exercise people so they can return. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's do this. We can do this. We can do this. There we go. 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 Perfect.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it? I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know.
This is PS exclusive. It's actually for the PS3, but this is a remaster. I have this one. It is actually a two-part collection with Heavy Rain and then Beyond Two Souls as well. But yeah, I think it is PS exclusive in that case. You could always Google it, but I think so because it's a remaster, so it's kind of like ends up on the same brand console. I think it's the same deal as with The Last of Us, which I also have played, which I also own for the PS4 and not the PS3, the remaster.
In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
What was his name?
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him.
Ugh.
If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Okay. Okay, so we are not allowed to know who it was, but okay, seeing as how she's shocked, what if it is Ethan? It could be Ethan. She kind of reminds me a little bit of Ethan, the looks of Ethan as well. It could be, but I mean, why else would she be shocked? The only ones we've seen her interact with in this game, or like have a close connection to, is Ethan. I mean, we pretty much had sex the last episode, so I'm leaning towards Ethan. Maybe could also be the FBI agent, but I don't think so. Not anymore. I don't know. I'm loving the fact that we still don't know. I'm loving the fact that we still don't know. I was so relieved when oh hey Ethan, when oh, the last letters 961 Rainbow Lane. The last letters. Oh, look at this. There's like a... Okay, this is a very weird place. It's completely red. Oh, is this a dream? It looks like a dream. Yeah, it definitely looks like a dream.
The last origami figure. The last trial. The last origami figure. The last trial.
Oh, so there's like a lot of cameras here, apparently. Look at this. Yeah.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your son?
Ooh.
There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Okay, so let's go over this. I feel like we are going to drink, obviously, because this is one of those trials that we need to complete in order to actually have a chance to save our son. I feel like it would have been a point of no return if he had said, like, you will die immediately. Then there would be no chance of, you know, coming back from it. However, now we're being given 60 minutes. That's plenty of time in game terms to have like a Deus Ex Machina appear and be all like, oh, you drank this poison? Well, here's the cure. So I'm guessing we're still going to be able to somehow survive if we make the right choices. So yeah, let's do it. I mean, frick, we did cut off our own finger for this, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do. Poison. So, if I drink this, I'll be dead in an hour, and if I don't, I won't get the last letters. The cameras. He must be watching me. He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean.
That's also a possibility. Wait, what did that say? Solution?
There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. Am I willing to die to save my son? Nothing to lose. I've come too far to stop now. There's no choice. I've got to do it. If I want to save my son.
Yeah, let's do it.
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
letter, but you can still see that it says Roosevelt something, but it's like it got one H. And it's like, okay.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
I didn't drink a six-pack. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're chasing out to save Sean while still being a suspected murder, while still being a suspect for being the origami killer ourselves. I'm curious. I want to see who the murderer is, and I want to see if we can, like...
I'm nowhere, and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
Okay, hold on.
The man has continued. The authorities are still looking for Ethan Mars, the man identified as the origami killer. Time is running out for little Sean. The whole country is holding its breath as we await the capture of the monster and...
That sounds like seagulls. Yeah, that's the harbor.
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
Okay, hold on. I already did this, though. Well, we can't really hear anything else. I don't think so. I was thinking if it was going to give us the clues to... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably here. Because this is close to the,
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah. Go. That was the only address close to, like, the water. It sounded like it was close to, the docks. Alright, so now we're Jaden, the FBI agent. Trophy earned, sacrifice. Okay. I wonder if Ethan is going to die. If we're gonna, like, we'll see.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
So are we gonna go rogue now?
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Alright, calm yourself. Wait, what? I thought we'd be given a choice to not do that.
His name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful.
Well, we have stayed away from it.
That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Yeah. I think we would probably have died here as Jaden if we had chosen to take the tryptocane or whatever it's called those times when I had the choice to do it, but I actually refrained from doing it. Cigar, BRB. Okay. No worries, man. Okay. Let's see here. Clues. It has to be more clues, right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Just... Ah! Orchid. Origami figure.
2 receipts from the same gas station.
Oh, okay.
Might be near the killer's home.
Yeah.
That doesn't get us anywhere.
Or what if we do a geo-analysis?
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
Alright, we did narrow it down somewhat, though.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
That's good. Okay, play. Okay, rewind. No.
Go watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere.
Right. So is he a cop?
The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop.
I knew it. Did I not say that it was Blake? It hasn't been confirmed yet, but the first time I saw him, I was like, there's something off with him. I'm pretty sure that it has to be him. I mean, it can't be Perry. I guess it could be Perry, if, like, it's possible. But I'm holding on for Blake. Alright, play. Let's see if there's anything to analyze here. No, okay. Wait, rewind. Oh, play. There. Analyze. Injury. I was sure it was going to be something like he gave him a throat injury or something. So Okay, never mind then.
The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I mean, to be fair, we could probably already get the identity of the killer because we've narrowed down who lives in that specific... Like, there's... What was he saying? Like, 342 people. Out of those 342 people, who is a lieutenant in the police force, or on the police force? I feel like that would be, like, feasible. Like, you could do that. But I want to see if we can do anything else here. No, nothing. Okay. I'm trying to... What about now? Nope, there's nothing. Okay. Alright, so we got a clue. We got the gold watch clue. I don't think there's anything else from that video recording. Let's geoanalyze. What? Come on! The clue for the watch? Okay, maybe it's a separate clue.
Looks like the killer is a cop.
Yeah.
Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Called it. Well, let's... Okay, investigate further. You know what? It could probably be Perry. You know. Let's see if we can... oh, no, go back. Geoanalysis. There's only one.
There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
We're done.
He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll kick that addiction. Oh, isn't it Blake? No, it's probably Perry. Here's the thing, though. Like, Blake would have been the obvious choice. But I kind of feel like he's, you know, like Harvey Bullock, you know, from Gotham PD. Like, he's the rough cop, so he would naturally be a suspect. He would be inclined to become that. But yeah, I don't think it's him. Apparently, he's passing him. Oh.
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Call the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Yeah, I don't think it's Blake. I mean, he would have stayed by his desk and accused him if that was it.
I'm gonna stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
Scott was a cop. Scott was a cop. And I don't know if he was, like, retired. Because I think you only got the gold watches from retiring, I think. Or was it if you got promoted to lieutenant? Something like that. But he was on the force. So he could actually be the killer. Wouldn't that be a twist? But it feels like he doesn't black out, you know? Interesting. I'm really liking the story here.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the
origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Wow, Scott's hitting something that's at least 10 years younger than him. There we go. You dog, you. Here we get it. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Flashback. Now we're gonna see. Now we're gonna see what Madison knows, what Jaden knows. Ethan is going to find out, possibly, and what Scott possibly already knows. You know, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, let's get it. Let's see. Let's see.
Come on, John. I'll get help. Just hang on. Go on, hurry. I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be.
He looks like Scott. He looks like Scott in the face. This is okay. And again, I think it's like thunder here. Okay.
Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long.
Dad?
Dad, I've gotta get Dad. He's the only one who can save John. Gotta move. Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Hold on, bro. I'll find someone. Then we'll come back and save you. Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown. John's gonna drown. Dad, it's John. He fell into a pot. He's
Get out of here, you little pest. Leave me alone.
Come, Dad. Come on. John's gonna die. John's gonna die.
Well, that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna die,
What did I
Dad.
tell ya? Scrap.
Father of the Year.
Please, Dad. You've got to save John. I tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please.
I got no choice. Tell Mom I love her, you know. I knew it.
Don't forget about this one.
It was Scott. Okay, okay. Oh, nice tear. Come on, remaster. You could have done better. It's weird, though. Why would he try to find the killer if he was the killer? Why would he, like, try to do that in the first place? I mean, I get it. It was for entertainment purpose that we should be kept guessing, and it would be cool if it is one guy that you're playing, but basically his motivation is just, I don't know. Like, why? Goodbye, Nokia. A nice mystery, though, I have to say. So he's burning all the evidence, I suppose. What was that? Ah, okay, okay. So the question is, is it always Scott, or can it be... I mean, follow my thinking here, my trail of thought. I don't know if any one of you remember the game Blade Runner for PC, but in that game, you had, like, I don't know, like 20 possible different endings because of what choices you made. And at one, like in several of them, you found out you were a human, but in several of them, several others, you found out you were a replicant. So that game had it. You never knew. You never knew. Even if you had played the game before, you didn't know, because there were so many different possible endings. There were so many different ways to go, you know. And I feel like if they have made this game, but I don't think they have, but like depending on what choice you make, like maybe another character could be the killer if you do other choices or make other choices. That would be so dynamic. And I would definitely prefer it, because it would be really cool, very, very replayable. But I think this is like the only like plot twist that exists in this game, unfortunately. But it's cool anyway. Like, I feel like, yeah, it had me guessing the entire game. It did. I like that. It's a little bit over now, though, because like a kid who opens up his gift for Christmas, now the excitement's gone. Now we know who it is. So, you know, something has been lost. But I really enjoyed it when I was guessing. And I do support the choice of killer to a degree, but I still don't know why the hell was he investigating himself. He could have just left that alone. Police on himself. Hey, D Cheesy, I wonder if Scott can die in any part of the game. Good question. Oh, did his mother die? Oh, he was there. Okay. So now what? Alright. Well, keep me in suspense much longer. Oh, you know what? I can see how this is going to play out. She's going to confront him here. Maybe he's going to deny it, and then we're going to be able to, like, prove it, and then he's going to switch his personality, but we're going to have the option to convince him to try and repent and redeem himself by giving us the cure for Ethan's poisoning. That's kind of how I think this might happen. Wait, is this even the right one? No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. What was that? It's good this isn't on a timer, at least, you know? Oh, sorry. I've turned it all over. I hate this. It's like, look at my controller now, okay? Oh, sorry. It's actually that way. Okay, there you go, there you go. Now they want me to, like, tilt it over this way. Okay, look at me doing it. Tilting it over. It's like I can't tilt it over anymore. Maybe I'm supposed to do it, like, quicker. I don't know. Alright, let's try it. This is so annoying. This is one of the reasons why quick time event games are not desirable. I mean, they do tend to have awesome stories, but come on. I am doing it repeatedly. Oh.
I lost your touch, girl.
Okay. You haven't lost your touch, girl. Standing there 10 minutes, you know, like. Oh, we're probably gonna end up in a fight here. It's gonna be, yeah.
Lonely Killer's apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is.
You should probably be wearing gloves when you're breaking and entering. Okay. Let's check the, hold on. There's nothing here. I didn't expect it. Hey, Elder, by the way. Yeah, welcome to Lurk. Awesome. No worries. Oh, God. Just...
That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke.
Yep. Oh, yeah,
I'll go through it room by room, but there's bound to be some kind of clue. Gotta be fast. He could come back any time.
Okay. You should probably take that.
He used to be a cop. probably knew exactly how an investigation would be carried out. A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
Okay. I didn't know that. I just checked the prompts. Oh, that's a booty. It was a false wall. Look at that. Cultivating orchids. Interesting.
Shelby could come back at any moment.
Alright, alright, alright. Jesus.
Sean Mars. The lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain. Slowly drowning him. There's not much time left.
Yeah, okay.
There must be something here showing where the well is.
Shit, it needs a password.
John, maybe? Incorrect. Orchid? Shepherd?
Got it. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child. What the hell is that?
An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is.
Yep.
Hurry. There's no time to lose.
Go, 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 go. We're still gonna be looking at stuff, though. When the parents came home from the church... Oh, yeah, he's been writing that. What is this? Yeah, origami stuff. We know that already. He's gonna confront us, though. Like, as soon as we go out into the other room, it's gonna be...
Cultivated the orchids that he left on the chest of his victims.
Yeah, alright. So, here come the action sequence. I knew it.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
Wait. All those children killed to find a what? Oh. He was trying to... Oh, okay. So he's trying to kill children in order to get their fathers... Like, to find a father that really manages to save... Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Get in there.
Okay. What's this? Okay. Yeah, obviously it's gonna be locked. I didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Do something else. Oh, sorry. No, wait. That's concrete. That's concrete too. Okay, so there was... Where was the hollow? Not here. No! Oh, okay. Oh, we set fire to the apartment. I didn't really catch where... no. I'm not gonna go this way. There we go. Okay, good. I think it was... Was it like... Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. Can you get through? Oh yeah, look. Good. Yeah, obviously. Oh, no. Ah! You see? I have problems, dude. The whole trigger thing. Trigger and bumper. So, okay, we need to... Oh, okay. No. Get out. Okay, that might not be the best place. Oh, yeah. Because he's gonna have to run through...
Getting close will give me a better chance of surviving.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Run. Oh. No. Oh, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard to do. Ah! Okay. What? Go. Okay. Next. Oh. No. Go back.
It's way too high. I'll kill myself if I jump.
Alright, back. Alright! Stop thinking about it. Don't jump. Where are we supposed to go? Okay. Oh, it's pretty much lined up for us to use this pathway. What are we doing? I don't know. Why did we do that? I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, no, fuck. Ah, hurry up. Get up. Oh, obviously it will be locked. Okay. Yeah, I gotcha. No. Oh, I can't choose that one? Okay, fine. Well, take the other... Jesus. What? There you go. Oh, inhaling the smoke must be like... Ugh. Oh, shit. Okay. What's going on? Why are we not... What are we doing? Why do you want us to be down here? Well, I get it. I get that if you're standing, the smoke, like the smoke rises. So is this the only way we can survive? Wait, are we supposed to... I thought this was... No, wait. Oh, shit.
This is way too high. I'm gonna kill myself. There must be another way.
Okay, this is not good because I don't have that much time left. Wait, turn around. Turn around, you fucking... What do we do here? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Do not tell me that we're gonna do the Indiana Jones thing with the fridge. Do not fucking say it. Are you serious? We are! We totally are! Okay, let's see the fridge fly like miles away. Okay. Wait. We totally did the Indiana Jones thing. I can't believe it. Oh my god, okay. Call Ethan.
I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan.
Wait, okay, I feel like this is a pivotal moment. Because now apparently we can change our minds to do... Wait, what was it? What were the options? Alone, call Jaden, call Ethan. Okay, so we can call the FBI agent. We can call Ethan, and we can not call anyone. Okay. So, what do we do here? If we call Ethan, he's probably going to tell us that he's drank the poison. If we call Jaden, he's probably pretty much going to say the same thing we've already, the same conclusion we've drawn. If we go it alone, there might be some kind of time thing to it as well. Like if we're wasting time on the phone, there might be time robbed from us, from any one of us actually saving Sean. So the question is, who do we call? Who you gonna call? No, but seriously, like, do we even call anyone? Like, do we need to call someone? Because honestly, Ethan is already on his way to the proper address, I think. I mean, he came to the same conclusion. Jaden came to the same conclusion as well. Maybe this is just a way of trying to, if someone hasn't like figured it out yet, maybe to get all three of them there. Lukens, welcome to the show. How are you? Nice to see you here. And hi. So yeah, what is the proper thing to do here? Because this feels like it's important. We can actually change our minds and switch what we wanted to do. Good, and you? I'm doing good too. I'm nearing the end of this game. So it's kind of exciting actually. It's a good story. But I'm wondering, how should we proceed? Guys, if you want to, you can give me your input. What do you think? If you know what the best option is, you don't necessarily have to chime in. But if you've never played this game before, but you have an understanding of what is actually happening, you can always give me your opinion. What do you think we should do? We could go there alone, we could call Jaden, or we could call Ethan. Seeing how she's had sex with Ethan, and they are sort of an item, and Sean is Ethan's son, it would make sense to call him. I've only played 10 minutes in this game. Okay. You think we should call Jaden? Why? Like, I respect your opinion. I just explain why you think that is a good choice. I'm almost like leaning towards the option of like not calling anyone. Just go there, and then everybody's there. No time has been wasted. I don't know. But then again, the whole poison thing is unresolved. I think all people call the sun, and now I think change this thing. Okay. I feel like the only thing that would make me want to call Ethan is the fact that he has been poisoned and he might have the time to actually say goodbye to her. That's true. So maybe, because if he's gonna die, then maybe he's gonna die on his own without say. Yeah, okay. Let's call Ethan and see what happens. Because I feel that might be the way to go. We'll see. We'll see. Call Ethan.
I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan.
Go for it. And I mean, she doesn't know that Ethan is already on his way. Okay, that's apparently not a... Okay, yeah, get on the bike. Go, 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 go. You don't need to rev it, or do you? Any motorcycle owners here, do you actually have to rev the motorcycle in order to, like, go? I don't know. Oh! Are we playing as Sean? Really? Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Trophy earned, cold as ice. Trophy earned, clever dad. Okay. Oh, you know what? We probably did not need to drink the poison then. If, like, everybody is gonna converge. Oh, okay, okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, Ethan is there. This is the final, this is the climax of the game. Push this way. Maybe you should call out to Sean. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's probably over here.
I've been looking for a long time. Looking for a father that would be able to do what mine could not do. Sacrifice himself in order to save his son. Oh, I searched. And then I remembered you.
From where? Oh, this was the beginning of the game. Oh, was he there when that happened? Obviously was.
All those murders, just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me, I've suffered.
Okay, that's honestly, that's not exactly a good excuse for, like, becoming a serial killer. Like, people have crappy fathers and still turn out okay, you know?
Just as much as my victims.
He's just...
I finished her damn trial.
Yeah.
Now give me back my son.
He's there. All you have to do is open that grate.
Yeah, okay, give me the key. You know, like... Ha! Kneecap the fucker. Maybe not. Alright, we need to find stuff.
I'll get you out of there, Sean.
I have no idea. Like, there's nothing here. Am I supposed to, like... I don't know. Nope. Okay. There's no indication as to what I'm supposed to do, or... No? Could the music stop being so freaking dramatic? It's stressing me out. Honestly, it is. What? The hell? Oh, oh. Well, it was there all along. Okay. Fine. I mean, obviously I wanted to... Ugh. Get it open. Do it. Superhuman strength. Superhuman father strength. There we go. But just push it. There we go. Okay. Okay. They're gonna have like the final climactic battle, and he's gonna be crushed in something. Yeah. Of course. This is so cliche. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Oh, shit. Wait, are we playing as... Who are we playing as? Felt like... Oh, shit. Ow. I mean, there are cops down there. Can't they just shoot him? Or shoot him in the legs or something? Oh, no, no, no. Fuck. Watch out. No, I think we are playing as Scott. Because when I'm actually managing to, you know, input successfully, I feel like Scott is getting an upper hand. This is weird.
Take your positions. The suspect is likely to be armed and dangerous. All personnel are ordered to shoot, kill. I repeat, shoot to kill. Ash, are the snipers in position?
Yes, Lieutenant. They're ready on your command.
Alright, talk to Blake.
He won't get away this time.
Talk to that idiot.
As soon as he shows his face.
Hurry up.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami killer.
What is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Now get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Meanwhile... I mean, aren't they seeing Jaden wrestle with Scott up here? Come on. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, now we're Jaden. Very good, very good. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. Yeah, I know. He was a cop back in the day, apparently. Ow! Wait a minute. No. No. Okay, here's where I draw the line. I draw the line at not being able to do the like getting a protagonist killed if I don't manage to input the correct code, or the pattern. I consider that a challenge. So unless there's a scripted event going on, then I'm gonna redo it. I just wonder where we actually start over from. Like, I hope I don't have to like do everything all over again. Oh, it looks like it. I think so. Maybe. Possibly. It was the same thing this past Monday when we were Scott and we were like driving straight into Kramer building. I did that thing over and over constantly because I needed to like do that properly. Oh. Like you don't want to get too many wrongs here, apparently. Oh, ow. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Up. Down. And good. Okay. CPR.
Don't have it, please. Breathe. Gotta breathe.
Come on. You can do it.
Don't leave me. Sean, don't leave me.
Come on, give me the prompt. Good. There we go.
Oh, Sean. Oh. Oh. I thought you were gone.
Remember, we still have drunk the poison.
Come and save me.
Or we have drank. We have drunk. We have, well. So he's gonna die.
Sean, listen. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that.
You know what? Honestly, I don't think it was poison. It's probably not poison.
Whatever happens.
Like, it's a trick, you know?
More than anything in the world. I'm not dead. I took the poison an hour ago, and I'm not dead.
Okay, to be fair, poison doesn't like follow seconds, you know? Just because the watch shows that, okay, 000 doesn't mean that it's going to be effective in that exact time slot. Might be like, oh, I'm not dead 10 seconds later. You know? Is this your take and is not poison? Yeah, I think it's probably in like, I don't know. Maybe it was like vinegar or something. It did taste like crap, though, apparently, you know.
Ash, get her out of my face.
Mars didn't do it, for Christ's sakes. He's innocent.
Hey, what are you doing?
Okay. Oh, sorry. No, fucking hell. Ah. What are you doing here? What? What?
What are we doing? All personnel, hold your fire. I repeat, hold your fire.
Oh, okay. I get it.
What's going on?
The cops. They're out there. They have the building surrounded. They'll shoot you if you go outside.
It's very strange, though.
I'll go out alone. I'll talk to them. I'll explain.
You'll be dead before you can open your mouth.
Why? Like, why? Why would he be dead? Like, he doesn't have a gun or anything. If he comes out with his hands up, like, what police force would be like, ah, there's the killer. Boom! You know, like, due process, man.
Look, we'll all go out together.
U.S.
With
cops.
our hands in the air, and they can't possibly shoot us. I have the evidence that proves your innocence.
Listen, I'm sorry I didn't trust you. I was only thinking about Sean, and I thought...
Hey, Sean, meet your new mommy. Nice.
The only thing that matters is that you saved your son.
Oh, we're still doing this. Okay. Bullshit, I managed to do that. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. It's annoying that you can't actually reload. You have to go out to, like, the main menu. Save the kid, trophy earned. Oh, thank you. Nice. He's got such smooth skin, you know. Alright, come on. We can do this. We can do this. This is the final thing, so naturally this will be as difficult as possible. I'm probably going to have to redo this a lot. Okay. Right. Well, I did that! I did it! I did it! I fucking did it! Fuck, I can't be this vocal right now. People are gonna hate me. Like my, you know, my neighbors. Like before. Fun fact is, when I was RPing earlier this year, because I was RPing on an American server, and I live in Sweden, I was up all night, and I was like being very like loud, and I was contacted by my neighbors. They did not like me one bit after that, you know. Yeah. They were like, well, we're gonna work tomorrow, and I was like, yeah, I know, sorry. Alright, I have to be really fast here. Good. Bullshit! Okay, just to be clear, we were Scott. We were investigating ourselves for some reason. We weren't even on the force. We weren't cops, so it wasn't our job. But we did it anyway, apparently. And then we had the choice to save Kramer. Why? Because, well, I suppose he did appeal to us being a father, and he was like, I love my son, yada yada. Okay, I can buy that. Well, say goodbye to Scott. Well, we didn't see him die, so, you know. Who knows, you know? Is there blood anywhere? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Well, thank God that wasn't like, you know, as drawn out as I feared it would be. Okay. Let us see a proper epilogue now. 4 heroes, trophy earned. Wait, trophy earned, heavy rain hero. Trophy earned, 4 heroes. So who were the heroes? Ethan, Madison, Jaden. Are we supposed to think that Scott was a hero? How? Very weird. Alright, let's keep going.
Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity.
Ugly photo.
He succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline today. It is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant.
He was 48? He freaking looked like he was in his late 50s or something. Or maybe mid-50s. Damn.
Who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
Alright, is she moving?
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
Okay, hold on. First of all, like, what's with these guys and preferring to live in old, abandoned, like, renovated factory floors? I don't get it. What's the appeal here? That's kind of, like, creeps me out a little bit. Like, why would you even want to live in that? It's weird.
Hey, Dad! I think I found my room!
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect, Ethan.
You already lived in a factory. Of course it's perfect for you.
We'll be able to forget what happened. We'll lead a normal life. And one day, it'll all just seem like a bad dream. We've earned the right to be happy now, Ethan. All 3 of us.
He kind of reminded me of Jason there. He looked like Jason instead of Sean. Sean always had like the dark, forward slicked hair. Strange. Let's talk tonight.
Our guest today is on the cover of today's World magazine this week, and has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly ended the sinister
Jaden,
series
probably.
of killings by the man known as the Origami Killer.
Or
and
Blake.
saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jaden.
Okay.
Good evening.
Oh, you know what? If you made other choices, maybe there would be somebody else there. I kind of feel like I got the vibe that somebody else would be in that seat if you'd made different choices. Quite possibly Blake. I'm guessing, you know. Yeah, I think so too. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, right, his addiction. Drop it. We did every single time when we got the choice to resist the addiction, we made that choice. So we should be able to kick it now. Flush it down. Yeah! No junkies here, boys. Just stand up people. Out. Very nice, very nice. FBI. I don't like the ominous music. Like, why is there ominous music here? Creepy. Creepy. Is it a nightmare or... What? What? Okay. Was that like a sign that he's going insane or something? Wait, a serial killer gets like a proper burial and even like a massive headstone? That does not feel accurate at all.
Were you thinking about that when you held me in your arms? I don't know why you did all this. Nothing can justify it anyway. I feel nothing but contempt for you. Nothing but contempt.
A very elaborate headstone for a serial killer. And then he breaks free and he's like, crawls. No, just kidding. But what was up with those tanks?
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
Oh, okay. I suppose. Oh, well, we didn't do that. We didn't do that at all. Oh. Wait, I gotta Google that whole, like, tank thing. Holy shit. Oh, okay. It was another thing. Apparently, like, I was thinking about this whole thing why Scott was investigating the Origami Killer. Explanation is that his actions as an investigator are not meant to get justice for his victims, rather he needs to collect the evidence of his crimes, which he then burns in his office wastebasket. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ethan, Madison, and Norman all have the opportunity to find the warehouse where Sean is rescued him and stop Scott. Ethan can arrive through his trials. Madison must survive and find the address in the killer's apartment, while Norman must survive and find the killer using RE clues. If Ethan goes alone, he will save Sean and either spare or kill Scott. Regardless of what he does, he will be shot dead by the police when he tries to escape. If all three make it, Ethan and Madison will have to save Sean while Norman deals with Scott. If Ethan fails to arrive, Madison will fight Scott while Norman saves Sean. If Norman does not arrive, Madison will perform the rescue. Once the chapter is complete, the player will learn what happened to the characters. Each ending is determined by what occurred in the final chapter. The most positive shows Ethan and his son starting a new life with Madison, Norman retiring from the FBI to focus on treating his addiction, and Lauren spitting on Scott's grave after cursing his memory. The most negative sees Madison and Sean dead, Norman overdosing on tryptocane over the guilt of not saving Sean, and Ethan being successfully framed as the Origami Killer by Blake, while Scott escapes and remains at large if Lauren dies. Giving in to his pain, Ethan commits suicide in his cell. Wow, I'd never want to get that ending. But I wonder why didn't he retire? What did we do wrong? I just need to know that, and then we can effectively close the book on this. Hold on. Do you know DeCheesy? Harvey, Rain, Norman, Jaden, Tanks. Yeah, exactly. Okay, epilogue. Let's see here. Case closed. Norman Jaden is hailed as a hero by the whole nation, appearing yada yada. Later, Norman sits on a toilet wondering what to do with the tryptocane. He decides to flush it down the toilet, looking at it in disgust before leaving. Back in the office, Jaden is using his RE to update files on known criminals. Suddenly, some virtual tanks start driving across his desk. He worriedly decides to take off his RE glasses. Moments later, the virtual tanks appear again. Jaden gave up tryptocane too late to stop the RE glasses from permanently affecting his brain. He is horrified that he can see the tanks even without his glasses. Oh! While this could be considered Norman's second best ending because he's shown to have suffered damage from Tripto, RE or both, instead remaining sane as he does in Resignation. It could also be considered his best ending because of the fame and recognition he receives for stopping the Origami Killer and saving Sean. Some players believe that the appearance of the tanks, when compared to Norman's other hallucinations, may instead be a sign that he's beginning to heal from the damage caused by tryptocane/RE. Norman's other hallucinations, such as when the forest environment appears in place of Norman's room at the Westfield Resort in Jaden Blues, if Ethan evaded arrest the first time, man, that's a long sentence, appear much more realistic and overwrite the actual reality from Norman's view. The tanks, on the other hand, are small and obviously not real. Oh, well, that's a bit of a stretch. Like, because the tanks are not as real as the previous that's too like, nah, I don't buy it. The tanks that Norman sees when he hallucinates are actually a play option, which can be seen in the chapter Welcome Norman, when Norman chooses to play ball. Interestingly, the virtual tanks appear to be British Challenger 1 rather than an American tank like the M1 Abrams. This may indicate that Norman's RE was created in the United Kingdom. Okay, so let me check if I can see, how do I get Resignation instead? let's see. So if we had gotten Norman's best ending, it would have been Norman Jayden resigns from the FBI to the disappointment of his boss, who says that Jayden could have a very promising career ahead of him. He says that the case and his obsession with it made him lose touch with normal life, and he needs to step back from it all. As he hands in his gun and badge, he expresses doubt about ever returning to the Bureau. While he's given a chance to keep his Ari due to the fact that a new model is scheduled to be released next month, he resists the temptation, feeling that it won't help him get back to reality. Okay, so let me just see the requirements. 1. Norman survives, but does not reach the warehouse. Oh. This means that he must either give up on the final puzzle or accuse the wrong suspect. What? This is very strange, though. So, in order to get Norman's quote-unquote best ending, we would have had to fail one of the challenges, like one of the tasks put forward to us. We would have actually had to not reach the warehouse, apparently. I kind of see where that is going, because Norman doesn't really have to be there. The only reason for him to be there and fight off Scott is for us to make him famous. But we probably could have done it with the other guys instead. Well, then I can close the book on this with a clear conscience. We did everything that was demanded of us, and we got Norman's second best ending through no fault of ours. You know what I mean? Like, we went into this with both eyes open and just took it at face value. Very well done, guys. Very well done. I assume that's it. Let's check out some of the bonus things before we wrap this up. Oh yeah, casting, making of, casting real actors. Wait, what? Have I seen this one? I don't know.
Go ahead, take a seat.
Wait, what?
Can you give me your name and your age, please?
My name is Mary Smith. I'm 24.
Have you ever taken any acting lessons, Mary?
Not really. I couldn't afford it, but I watch a lot of films, and I learn so much by watching them.
Have you shot anything recently?
I've had a few bit parts, little things here and there, nothing very serious for the moment. I'm always too tall, too short, wrong hair. There's always something wrong with me.
Okay, have you learned your lines?
Yes.
Let's get started. Mark it, please.
Casting Heavy Rain, actress Mary Smith, take 1.
And action.
The first time I saw you, I knew you were the one. I thought these things only happened in the movies, you know? Pounding heart, the sweaty hands, and the shaky legs. I was coming out of the theater, and it started pouring heavy rain, so there I was, soaking wet, teeth chattering, freezing cold, and then you came up to me. You looked at me straight in the eyes, and you said, "Need an umbrella, miss?" You sent me flowers for weeks, and you said you'd love me forever. 3 months later, we were getting married. God, it sounds so stupid. It's such a corny romance. But real life, it never ends up being what you think it's going to be.
You can tell that these are PS3 graphics.
And then one day you wake up in an average little house, leading an average little life, and your real dreams are about paying the bills and maybe someday getting a bigger TV. Because you realize that maybe that wasn't the life you were dreaming of. You realize maybe things could have been different. And maybe I actually could have lived with all of that, but then one day it all just stops. Start with something small. A little lipstick on a collar. A few nights where you come home a bit late. At first I tell myself that I'm crazy, that you would never do such a thing. But just to ease my mind, one night I follow you as you leave the office. I follow you to the CD hotel where you meet the girl. And then my whole world falls apart. I come home and I cry for hours in my kitchen.
Is this supposed to be acting?
I get the gun from the drawer in the bedroom.
Give me some emoting, please.
And I tell myself...
It feels like she's reciting
if this is all that life has to offer me...
text, pretty much.
Then I can do without.
Oh, yeah.
But then I change my mind. After all, I'm not the one who's cheating. So, quietly, I wait for you to come home, sitting in my average little kitchen. Obviously, when you get home, you don't suspect a thing. So I press the fucking gun against your forehead and I take a few seconds to watch the fear grow in your eyes. You tell yourself, she won't do it. She doesn't have the guts. She's just trying to teach me a lesson.
Those eyes, like,
Wrong, honey. I sentence you to death for turning my life into a soap opera cliche. For stepping on my dreams. For not giving a shit about me all those years. And for lying to me and betraying me and humiliating me. I'm making an example out of you. For all the assholes out there who think they can keep on fucking us over and over. Goodbye, my love. So, how was it?
Very nice, very nice.
You think I might stand a chance?
Someone will get in touch with you and let you know.
She wasn't too bad, huh?
Doesn't matter, just a tool for the part. Next!
Poor artificial girl. Quantic Dream, yeah. Do we have anything else? Music, casting, real actors. I mean, I guess we could go through this one too.
Hey, take it easy. You're gonna knock me over. So this is your big day, huh?
You see, even here, Sean has like black, slicked forward hair. Hair.
So could you just give me your name?
Kind of like him, actually.
My name is Pascal Langdale.
What is the text that was given to you?
I have Norman, Jaden, and Ethan as well. Sean may be dead in a few hours. He wants to test me. He wants to punish me for Jason's death. I'm the one who should have died. I wanted to save him. I would have done anything to give my life for his, but I couldn't. Not a day goes by that I don't see his face. Now Sean has got nothing to do with that, nor do any of the other children. This has to stop.
You've got to hand yourself into the police.
Look, if I hand myself into the police, I lose all chances of finding Sean. They'll question me, but I won't be able to tell them anything because I don't know anything. I don't know what happened.
Ethan, you may have killed those children. You don't know what you're capable of. You must.
I didn't know that Ethan was Irish.
Sean at all costs. He may be a prisoner somewhere, and I'm the only one who knows where. If I have to face up to all these trials to prove to myself that I love my son, then I'll do it.
Ethan, it's crazy. You have to hand yourself in.
I'll hand myself into the police when I have found Sean. Now, don't promise me you won't inform on me until I have found my son.
Recent report indicates that the police are now treating this as another kidnapping.
Oh yeah.
Hello there, sweetheart. What can I do for you?
I'd like a room.
For you? Anything.
That's for sure.
I'm 25. Been modeling for 5 years.
I didn't mean to get into modelling at all. I was scouted on the street. I was shopping with my mum. The last time I saw him, he was watching a convoy of trucks going by. I was about 50 yards away. And he suddenly turned and looked at me.
It's pretty cool when you see these things.
On my eyes.
When you think about it, you see the characters that you were playing.
Everyone started running in slow motion.
But if you just see them straight away, like this, you wouldn't actually think that she was playing Madison. But when you think about Madison, you see the resemblance.
Your vast experience hasn't prevented 8 victims from being murdered. Fucking asshole! Blake, if you've got a better plan, I'm willing to listen. Don't be shy. I'm all ears.
Yeah, Leonor can then.
Can you tell me a bit what you've done recently?
The last thing I did a thing called Richard the Lionheart for the BBC.
Cora confessed.
You beat him all night to make him talk. He would have confessed to Kennedy's assassination if you asked him. Your confession is a heap of shit. Corder is not the origami killer. He's a sick child killer, but he has nothing to do with the disappearance of Sean Mars. We have lost time for nothing. And all this time it continues to rain. According to the weather forecast,
Oh, he dropped the ball there.
12 hours before we reach 7 inches of rainfall. And we haven't the remotest idea where Sean Mars is.
I bought 10 minutes of your time, didn't I?
I haven't really heard anything like that in the game, to be honest.
So, this is where you work?
Disappointed?
Well, that is definitely not Freddie Prinze Jr.
This is very different from what I imagined. How do you become a private eye?
Private eye.
Well, I was a cop for 20 years, and one fine day my wife decided to run off with, so... You should see all the faces of the husbands when they first discover that I know that they have a mistress. It's like a little kid, their hand caught in a cookie jar. I could have tripled my salary. If I accepted everything they promised me, just to keep quiet.
14 casting sessions. Wow. Good lord. That was a lot of teeth. Who was he? Oh, Dr. Death. All right. Well, I think that's enough. Guys, thank you for joining me this playthrough. It's been fun. I think that closes out console week fairly aptly. Oh yeah, all my trophies. Drink the poison, clever dad, the rat, workout with Sean is held, cold as ice, heavy rain hero, yeah. Finish heavy rain, and then you have this one, 4 heroes. Complete the story with 4 characters alive. Okay, all of them alive. So the cheesy, that actually means that Scott can probably be killed. Save the kids, save Sean. Alright, cool. There's no gold or anything now. I don't think so. Why didn't I get a gold trophy? Or something. Alright. Well, here's the thing. Thank you, everybody. That closes out console week this month. Or actually, it was for the September month. Tomorrow's Thursday and Friday. That's 2 days. I'm not going to be starting up any new long-running things. I will probably do something like self-contained tomorrow and on Friday. And then next week, I will aim at possibly doing the new IRPS. If you wonder what the IRPS is, here you go. Oh shit. Oh yeah, because I need to log on again. Hold on. What was the freaking password again? Okay, never mind. We don't have to do that right now. I can always do that later. But yeah, the IRPS, basically it is an interactive role-playing stream where you get custom. Well, you need to be a follower, but if you're at least a follower, you'll be able to partake passively. It's kind of a concept where I play a game based on group dynamics, and I control a group, sort of like last time we did XCOM Enemy Unknown. So I had like a squad of people. I played one guy, whereas my followers who wanted to partake got their own custom designed characters in game, and then they got to direct the characters as they saw fit when it was their turn. That's pretty much the rough explanation of what the IRPS is. IRPS stands for Interactive Role-Playing Stream. Kind of my own creation in a way. I should copyright that shit. No, just kidding. But anyway, so I might be doing that on Monday. This time, I want to see if I can do Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate, and I'm talking about the original one, not the Chaos Gate expansion that's coming. Like that, it's a modern game, whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was called, but there is like some kind of resurgence in which a new modern version is going to be released. But I'm talking about the retro one, the old one. But that's only an option. Because I need to know if it's going to work on my computer, and I don't know. It's a very old game, so we'll see. Otherwise, we'll see. I'll probably have a better idea of what I'm going to be doing towards the end of the week. So by Friday, I'll probably be able to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing next week, and if you want to, join up. Whatever. But yeah, so tomorrow it could be pretty much anything. If you want to join tomorrow, if you want to, just hang out with me and, check out what I'm doing, feel free to do so. And I stream roughly the same time every day, except for weekends. I start somewhere between 8 p.m. and 9 or 10 p.m. CET. Or GMT +1. And that's pretty much it. If you want to, you're always welcome to join my Discord server as well. I usually am able to type it out in chat. Right now I can't do that because I'm not logged in on this laptop. But I think the address should also be in the title below here on Twitch. Since this is going out on YouTube as well, I don't think anybody watching this on YouTube is going to be able to see it, but I'm going to be able to show the link in tomorrow as well. So if you want to do that, that's awesome. Keep in mind, if you do join my Discord, it's always recommended that you link your Twitch account with your Discord account in order to get the proper roles. And but yeah, feel free to do that. I always appreciate new people on my Discord. That is where you will get the latest news and updates regarding my channel. That's pretty much it for tonight, guys. I hope you've had a good time, and Heavy Rain was awesome. Who knows, next console week we might do the second one, Beyond Two Souls. Another one of these that I haven't played, so maybe. We'll see. Console week happens every final week of every month. So, except for December. Oh, and the summer months, obviously. Yeah, so take care, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. And remember to keep the retro legacy alive. Peace.